So you really think I can beat Ortega, right? I mean, given half the chance.
Of course you're gonna beat him. You're gonna win.
What happened to your neck?
The couch happened.
Oh, you could have slept in the bed.
When you're the fighter, you needed a good night's sleep.
I'm surprised you got any sleep at all with that madman Decker on those.
Well, I'll worry about him later. Oh, I need a manicure. When we win, I'm not gonna have a chipped nail on the front page of every newspaper from here to the coast. I better go, but don't worry, I'll get one of Hal's watchdogs to come with me, okay? So, I'll see you in the winter circle.
Save the act, Raffy. All right? I'm not playing your game anymore.
What game is that?
I'm not throwing this fight for you.
For luck. Not that you need it. Tickets for the fight have been selling out. Have you heard?
Yeah, I heard.
I think the word is out. Aaron's gotten pretty good. I mean, not good enough to beat Raphael, but should be a pretty good fight.
You're going down.
Maybe not.
Listen to me. You're going down in the 3rd round.
Are you nervous about tonight?
Yeah, I'm nervous. A lot of people, you know. People have expectations and things can go wrong.
Well, whatever happens, we're in this together. That's all that matters.
Tonight I want you at the club, okay? I want you to help get ready for the people coming over from the gym.
But I want to go to the fight.
No, you don't. It's not that great. It's a lot of hype, and besides, I gotta be sitting with the boys ringside, and I don't want you alone in that kind of crowd.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
Oh, what are you doing here? Did something happen to Mom?
I don't think so. They took her back to the state mental institution last night. The doctors checked her out and make sure she wasn't injured, and they sedated her. I think she's gonna be okay. How are you?
Fine. You want some cereal?
Well, we need to talk. You need to tell me how you're feeling.
I told you. Feeling fine.
I mean about Mom.
Last night, when I got to the old mill, Decker started in on me. You know, he was like, walk away, you want her dead. And I knew all I had to do was nothing and she'd be gone. But I couldn't do it.
Nobody wants to see Mother murdered. Well, most days. The point is, Will,
The point is, I love her, Paul.
Hello, Barbara.
Oh, thank God. Have they found Rick?
No, not yet.
He's still out there?
Trail's getting cold. We may not be able to find him.
He's coming after me. He said he was gonna kill me. You've got to get me out of here. Carly? Are you all right?
Wow, I didn't think it was possible to sleep in these chairs. I guess I was wrong.
Is Jack, is he?
He's fine. Well, he's the same.
I'm sorry. Holden told me everything.
I keep hoping the doctors will find something. Or at least they'll be able to recommend some kind of treatment. This is a special kind of nightmare. Your husband looking at you like you're a stranger. I just couldn't bear the thought of going home last night, seeing his suitcase next to the couch.
It's awful. It is awful to be alone.
Holden are going to get through this.
No, not this time. I think he's going to file for divorce.
Does he have a lawyer?
It's only a matter of time.
No, then don't let it get that far. Tell him that you'll go to counseling, a trial separation.
We've tried.
Well, try again. All I know is that as long as you're married, you're married. No matter how bad it gets, you still belong to each other.
No, that's okay. If the first petition gets thrown out, I completely...
Hi, I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Marty, meet Julia Larrabee, my wife. Not the one I was telling you about. This is Marty Bender, our new attorney.
We have an attorney.
Pleasure's all mine, Mrs. Larrabee.
Jackson, actually. It's a long story. Anyway, Marty and I met over the phone. I interviewed about a half dozen lawyers till I got to him.
It helps to be at the top of the alphabet. my friend Nathan Witkowski, who gets to W when you're looking for an attorney? I told him he should change his name.
Well, anyway, Marty was willing to take our case.
Our case?
I told you I'm filing for divorce. Marty's the only attorney willing to proceed before the 30-day observation period is over.
I told Jack that I'd be willing to file, but I can't guarantee the outcome. Now, he's here under a court order due to his mental disability, which I think is our angle. Your petition gets thrown out, we file a discrimination suit under the Disabilities Act. Although, I must tell you, that can get pricey. My recommendation, wait till the 30 days are up.
I agree.
Nope. I'm stuck in here because Carly hired a lawyer. Two can play at that game. Now I've got my own lawyer. I'm filing for divorce.
Feels bizarre talking about my marriage with everything that you're going through with Jack.
Why? You don't get to be upset.
Something happened after Rose died. I can't really explain it, but ever since then, Holden and I just can't seem to gel. We try and try, but something always goes wrong. Anyway, I think Holden's had enough, and I don't blame him.
What about the children? You can't give up.
That's why Holden's still living at home. Because I don't know how to tell them. And we haven't figured out custody, so...
Well, that's good. That gives you time.
Oh.
Use it. Talk to him. Get him to remember what brought the two of you together in the first place.
He remembers that. He remembers all of that, but it's just not enough anymore. And it's different with you and Jack, because the doctors will figure out what's wrong with Jack, and he'll remember you. And how much he loves you. He loves you. That's more important than anything.
Holden loves you.
He does. We're family. Come, let's just keep this about you and Jack. Please, please.
Do you know what I keep thinking about over and over?
What?
The day that Jack went off that bridge. It was one of the sweetest days that we ever had together. We talked about having more children. We made love. He brought me flowers.
This will work out. I promise.
I gotta go. There's some things I need to do before I see Jack.
What are you doing here?
I thought maybe if Jack saw a familiar face, it might help. Or maybe you needed something.
So I'll file a standard divorce agreement. No frills, since it'll probably get kicked anyway, and then we can work out all the bells and whistles.
No bells and whistles. I want a clean break.
That's what they all say.
And put something in there about having joint custody of Sage. And I'd like to see Parker as much as she'd let me. Other than that, she can have the rest.
And the rest would be, what are we talking? House, car,
Give it
pension?
to her. I don't care. I just want out.
Okay, well, the standard agreement assumes an equal allocation of assets. But I'll work it out. And, Bill, your credit card for expenses
Fine,
filing
whatever.
fees.
Just get it done today, please.
He's decisive. I like that. Jack, I'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Good lady.
Little lady.
He'll get it done. That's what counts. Come here.
I don't want to get caught.
Oh, well, you're my wife.
Yeah, I know, but we're in the middle of this whole legal, messy matter, and I don't want her walking in on us again. Besides, I have to call the school and find out what time they want me to bring JJ down and get him registered.
You scared?
A little bit, you know. He always is. He's the new kid. It's a new school.
I wish I could take him, Julia.
Hey, it's fine. You'll see him soon.
I'll bring him by after school.
I don't think that's a good idea.
What?
It's hard enough for me to sneak in here every day.
No, I don't want you to feel like you have to sneak around. And okay, we're in the middle of this mess, but after 30 days...
28 days.
And counting, I'll be free, and then both of us will go see a judge and we'll make it legal.
I'll be Mrs. Jackson forever.
Forever.
I truly didn't know how mad he was. I just thought he was intelligent and handsome and caring, and I had someone to talk to, and believe me, around here I needed someone to talk to, but then when he told me that he was planning an escape, I told the guard, and Rick found out, and now he wants to kill me. You've got to get me out of here.
You really think he's gonna come back to the very place he broke out of?
Yes, I do. That's how insane he is, and believe me, he knows every exit, every entrance. When the guards change, I am not safe here.
You know, Barbara, you're right.
So you'll talk to the judge? He'll let me out of here?
Already have. Don't you worry about a thing, Barbara. We're gonna make sure you're absolutely safe.
So, what do you think you mean when you say that you love Mom?
I mean, you don't really know how you feel about someone until you have to imagine her being dead.
I know exactly how I feel about Barbara. Living or dead, she's dangerous.
Don't get me wrong, I know Mom's real messed up. She's got her share of problems, but I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life being scared of my mother.
You are not immune to this. Will, nobody is immune to Barbara. Look at what happened to Cabot.
I'm more worried about what could happen to Mom. She's not safe in that hospital, Paul. If Decker can find his way out, then he can find his way in.
Which is why she's being transferred to a correctional facility.
Correctional facility?
Jail. There's no way Decker's gonna risk his freedom by breaking into a jail.
Mom's going to jail?
For her own protection.
No way.
You don't want to be around people who go to fights. They're obnoxious. And they can take advantage of you.
Well, then I'll sit ringside with you.
And watch Aaron bleed all over the mat? You don't want to see that. Come on.
Well, they'll stop the fight if someone really gets hurt. Right? I mean, if it's a fair fight.
Lucy, it's a fight. Somebody's gonna connect. And my money's on Raphael. Come on, you'd help me out. If you just go to the club and make sure everything's set for the after party. Let's not give Dominic any excuse to back out of this deal. And if everything goes our way, we're out of here tomorrow night.
We're going to London?
London, they got great theater there. I thought you'd like it. 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever.
This is amazing. Do you have any idea how much I love you?
Enough to stay at the club and make sure everything's set for the after party.
Okay. Your wish is my command. The party will be perfect.
You know, bro, you might actually take a fall. You don't tie that shoelace. This is not a joke, all right? I'm not taking a fall for you or anybody. You got that?
All right, listen, Snyder, I'll take you down whatever way you want. One-handed, one-footed, one eyelash,
Yeah, okay,
whatever.
but why don't you just tell your manager that?
All right, what are you talking about?
Oh, what am I talking about? This innocence thing, that's great. What's the matter, man, huh? Middleweight title not good enough for you? Got him for the Academy Award. What's the deal with you?
Okay, you know what? Whatever works for you, bro. You know what? You keep getting mad like this, we might actually have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, well, except you don't want a real fight.
Okay, you know what, Mr. Lucky Shot? You bring it on, whatever you got. Okay, I'm still putting you into that mat.
You don't know.
Don't know what?
The fight's fixed. Okay, I was told to go down in the 3rd round.
The judge has agreed to release you from observation here at the hospital.
Oh, thank God.
And since your bail has been denied, you're to be returned to jail until you can be tried and sentenced.
What?
You're going to jail, Barbara. But you'll be saved from Rick Decker.
I am not going to jail.
It's already done. Judge has already signed off on it.
At your instigation.
Actually, Tom took the lead on this one. He's not all that happy about having a serial killer running loose.
That's not my fault.
It never is, Barbara. Officer, please escort
Oh,
Ms.
no,
Ryan.
no, I am not going to jail. I am not. I want a hearing and I want my attorney.
Jail is the safest place for her. Jail is safe? Do you know what they do to women like Mom in jail?
She committed a crime. Jail is always where she was going. This stay at the hospital is just part of the process. Now that the doctors have pronounced her fit to stand trial, jail's next.
But she can get out on bail?
Bail's been revoked. Jail's her only option.
No, there's gotta be another way.
Will, where are you going?
To see her.
No! Will, look, you can't keep doing this. She's a grown woman. She can take care of herself.
No, she can't, Paul. Don't you get that? I'm not gonna let you put her in jail.
Will!
You never know what might trigger a memory for Jack. You guys have known each other for a very long time.
Almost as long as we've known each other. We're family.
I'm going to be in the cafeteria if Jack or Carly need me.
Hold on. Maybe if Jack sees us together, that might trigger something. And you're here, so why not?
Lily, thanks for stopping by. But if you're here because you think that things will change between you and me, you're wrong. I'm done. And I thought that you understood that.
Good morning. Uh-oh. I knew it. You hate oatmeal, even with brown sugar.
What's that?
That is a picnic basket. You like picnics. And you love scrambled eggs and bologna.
I appreciate the effort you went to.
Oh, no, I didn't make it. But Parker made it. Every Sunday, the two of you would make breakfast together. And one morning, you ran out of bacon, and you came up with a brilliant idea to scramble the eggs up with some bologna, and voila!
I think I'll wait till lunch.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I heard a couple of nurses talking. It's veal chops for lunch. You really hate veal chops.
Fine, whatever. Not bad. Tell Parker thank you.
Well, maybe you can tell him yourself. I thought maybe I'd bring him by after school.
Oh, great. It'll be nice seeing him. Yeah. I'm going to take care of the kids, Carly. I told you that.
It's good. Because you're a hands-on father. Especially on the weekends. Snuggle Sundays, baseball games.
Snuggle Sundays?
The kids used to love to crawl into bed with us on Sunday mornings. And we'd pretend the bed was a boat so they wouldn't get too close to the edge, and we'd sail away, all snuggled up with their stuffed animals or their books. You'd read to them. Pat the Bunny for Sage. Harry Potter for Parker. I loved it. You loved it.
I am so sorry.
No. Don't be. You're alive. You're here. We have another chance.
Honey, the lawyer needs your signature.
filing for divorce.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
She's never gonna change. Dad, I have an idea.
I can fight you. And I will. I will fight you, Jack. Because somebody has to save you from yourself.
I'm telling you, the fight's rigged. Snyder, Dom knows I can take you. There he is right now. Why don't you go ahead and ask him yourself? Go ahead, ask him if he told me to go down in the third round. Ask him, go ahead. It's right there.
I'll tell you, know what I want? I want lots of women on the red carpet. I mean big ones, small ones. Here's my boy. You ready to win yourself a title or what?
Did you tell Snyder to go down in the third round?
I haven't even had breakfast yet. He's looking to kill me.
Did you tell him to go down in 3?
Hey, Bat, who do you think you're talking to?
Tell me the truth.
What's that about?
I just told Rafi the fight's fixed. I'm gonna get my fight after all.
Don't count on it.
That's the way the game's played, pal.
I can take him.
Sure you can. That's the point. The rest, it's for the camera, for the people in the back. We got real money on this fight.
And I'll win it for you.
I sure will. Because you're my fighter, and we do things my way.
And if I say no?
The time for saying no is long gone.
I'm so glad you're here. I need a second opinion.
Don't get a manicure until you're finished shopping?
I have no time to make 2 trips a day. I have to get back to the gym. So what do you think? For the fight tonight, should I go all Christina Aguilera right here? Or should I go more Meg Ryan from that movie where she's managing that boxer guy?
I think you should go Allison. That's really what Aaron's gonna need in this corner tonight.
He's getting really good. I really think that he has a chance to win.
What? I think it's really sweet how supportive you've been. I hope it works out. Aaron's been working really hard. He really deserves this chance.
You are such a hypocrite, you know that? Aaron's your friend, and you're totally on board for watching him lose. And if that ends up happening, you won't even feel bad.
Of course I will.
You don't even want him to win.
It's not that I don't want him to win. It's just... Raphael's a pro. And come on, Allison. We knew from the beginning that Aaron didn't really stand a chance.
Well, I thought that at first, but after watching him work his heart out every day, I changed my mind. And if you cared about him at all, you would change your mind too, but you don't. And if this is just some big setup to make Raphael look good and you're okay with that, then that really bites.
You can call your lawyer from the station.
Oh, a lot of good it'll do me now that I'm gonna be locked up in jail for the rest of my life.
Because you rented a helicopter to pick up James after he killed 2 guards, Barbara.
I didn't know he was going to kill anyone.
Poof. There goes your case. Either you knew he was dangerous and you sprung him anyway, or you didn't know and you had nothing to fear. You can't have it both ways, Barbara.
This is just what you want, isn't it? Me out of the way so you can poison Will's mind against me?
That's your specialty. Officer, get her out of here.
I'm not going to jail.
What are you doing, Dad?
I'm just thinking if Jack sees us together, since we were together before the accident, maybe that would trigger something.
But we're not together anymore.
I know that. Can't we just pretend for him? It's not a crime. It might help him.
Divorce?
I'm sorry, Curly. I didn't mean for you to find out like this.
I shouldn't have barged in here.
Julia, I need to talk to Carly. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry, Carly. I didn't know you were here.
Carly.
Oh, I didn't know that things could possibly feel any worse. All those months thinking you were dead. Parker going into the pond, almost drowning, looking for you. Searching for you. Finding you, only you don't remember me. But this... I keep trying to be strong because I know how much my children need you.
I'll always be there for the kids.
They don't need a stranger with Jack's face taking them to the park. They need their father. How dare you? How dare you give up? Because you're happy? Because you found somebody to play house with? You have unfinished business, Jack, with me, with your children, with your friends. How dare you quit on us?
I'm not.
What would you call it then? You know what? You're right. You have changed. Because my Jack wouldn't treat people like this, even if he didn't know who they were. He took care of people. He didn't just walk out because it suited him.
I have responsibility.
To me! You have a responsibility to me! That's what it meant when you took those vows, and don't tell me that you're married to Julia. Because you knew that marriage wasn't legal. You knew it! That's something else my Jack never would have done. Because he knew that rules were there for a reason. You don't get married if you don't know who you are, because this is what happens! Obviously, I cannot make you do the right thing. But I can fight you. And I will. I will fight you, Jack. Because somebody has to save you from yourself. Somebody has to honor those vows we made when we promised each other for better or for worse. I believed those words. I still do. And so I guess that somebody is gonna be me.
Well, your mother's going to be a lot safer in jail, okay?
Will, you don't belong here.
He's taking Mom to jail.
That's not your problem.
Don't try to undermine his feelings. He's concerned about
You're
me.
milking it for all it's worth,
All
aren't
right, enough. There are two issues here. Barbara's safety and her status. She's no longer under observation. Doctors have already cleared her, but she is under a legal obligation to go back to jail.
But she didn't do anything wrong.
Will, your mother is facing multiple charges, all stemming from her involvement in James Stenbeck's escape.
She was only trying to help him because he threatened me.
You must be very proud. You finally got to him.
No, she didn't get to me.
Then why are you running to her rescue?
Because this isn't gonna work. Hating her and locking her up, it's not gonna change anything.
Will, she's never gonna change.
So maybe we're the ones that are supposed to change. Dad, I have an idea.
Of course, I want to help Jack. I want to bring him back to us. And I want to help Carly as well.
So how does it serve Jack's interests if we go in there and say, hello, remember us? We were together once, but now we're not.
We are not going to do it.
Alden.
Look, if you want to go see him, do it. Go see him. But I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not.
The pancakes look really good.
I already had breakfast.
Who says you can only have breakfast one time per day? I'm having pancakes, so there. Do you remember the name of your new teacher?
No.
was really nice of her to come down to the office and meet you.
She's stupid.
Lucky for you. Stupid teachers are the best. They usually love kids, especially boys. They hardly give any homework, and they never make you sit next to somebody you don't like.
I hate school.
You always hate school the first day. Then you make new friends, and you get used to it. Remember Danny Tesler? You hated him the first day of school, and then he became your very best friend.
Can I just get Jack and move to Louisville like you promised? I hate it here.
Well, you made your point. I went about it all wrong. I should have told you what I was thinking. But you took me hostage, Carly. I wasn't exactly feeling charitable.
I don't want your charity.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, it is. You still want what you want. You just wish that you dressed it up a little bit, that you talked to me about it first. It's still cutting and running.
If that's what you want to call
Now,
it.
tell me something, Jack. Do you even acknowledge that there is something wrong with you?
I have amnesia.
And that maybe, in the same way you don't let a drunk drive your car, you don't let somebody with amnesia just throw their entire life away.
Do I wish things were different?
That's a good question, because I don't think you do. I think you would just as soon roll off into the sunset, man without a past.
No, that's not true.
Then why aren't you trying? You have a whole town full of people lined up to try and help you, and you just want us all to go away.
Did we always fight like this?
No. No, we were happy. We agreed on most things, but when we didn't, baby, look out. But what is there to smile about?
Just struck me as funny. Maybe you're right. Maybe we were happy. I just don't remember.
You've only been home a few days. Give it some time. The doctors haven't even finished their tests. You know, maybe they can fix this.
Yeah, what if they can't? Then what?
We keep searching.
I know it's a bad situation. And I know that you've been hurt and the kids are upset, but there's no clear end to this, Carly. And chances are, no answers. I've seen doctors. They have nothing for me. I've done research, scoured the web. There are people all over the world who've had accidents whose lives are just different afterwards. And for many of us, there's no going back. And okay, it's sad. Yeah, for everyone. But if you can just try to accept this, Carly,
No.
please. If you love me like you say you do, let me go.
I swear I didn't know.
Well, that's the fight game. You start out clean, by the time you're done, it's all about the money, the title, the next fight. If you're smart, you move on. You guys got 2 rounds to mix it up. The 3rd round, you play by the rules. Be smart.
Well, this stinks. Hey, I'm with you, bro. So what are we gonna do about it?
I don't know. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but, you know, I know I can take you, so.
Well, I'm not throwing this fight.
Let's bring it on.
Yeah, I need a favor. I want you to keep an eye on someone. Lucy Montgomery.
The only thing that was set up was Raphael was paired with a less experienced fighter. That's the way it's done. The new fighter does it because he wants the shot, and the more experienced fighter does it because he thinks he'll get a good showcase. In the end, they still have to come out of their corners doing the best they can.
And the best man wins?
Yeah, something like that.
And Dusty sees it that way, too.
Well, Dusty only cares about selling the club. The fight was just a way to guarantee Dominic's interest. We're flying to London tomorrow.
Get out.
I saw the tickets.
So you're like, what, bon voyage?
Well, we're just going there to visit, but then we're gonna figure out where we want to settle down, and it won't be Oakdale. Come on, let's make this a great night. We'll start by figuring out what you're going to wear.
Listen to me, Rick Decker isn't gonna break into jail. Even he isn't that crazy. It's probably the safest place for your mother to be.
Yeah, but this doesn't change anything.
Will, it's not up to us. Your mother's in custody. We can't change that.
Only now her life's in danger, and doesn't it make more sense to try to help her?
Honey, how do you want to help me?
I think you should come home and live with Dad.
Do you remember when I first met Jack? He was in the hospital and he was injured.
You were his nurse?
Yeah. Well, I did my very best to take care of him, but he never got completely well, so that's why he's here, so the doctors can make him better.
He's not gonna die, is he?
No, honey. They're just doing some tests. They just want to make sure he's 100%.
Are they gonna make him get his memory back?
I don't know.
Because if he remembers, he won't come home.
Just because he remembers doesn't mean he's going to forget us, JJ. He loves us.
What about Parker and the blonde lady?
Jack made some decisions about all that. We just have to be patient, let the doctors do their job, and then he'll come home.
And we'll move to Louisville?
I don't know where we're going to go, but I do know that the three of us will be together because Jack wants that as much as we do.
It's much too early to accept anything.
I can't keep living in limbo, Carly. I have to make some decisions.
No, you don't. The whole world is giving you a free pass. All you have to do is get better.
I'm trying, but for me, I know this isn't what you want to hear. I need to move on with my life, Carly, and that is Julia and JJ.
No, that's going backwards, Jack.
And all I have is my gut. And my gut is telling me...
You've got me. And we promised each other forever. You don't get to a word like forever overnight. Or in 3 weeks, or a couple of months, or however long you've known Julia and JJ. Forever means you don't give up, even when it gets hard, even when it hurts. It means you do whatever you have to do to make it right. You stay married, and you fight. Especially when your husband has been hurt and he needs your help. I'm not letting you go, Jack. That would be letting you down, and I won't do that. I will not let you down.
What if I never remember you? What then?
Oh. I'm sorry, I'll come back later.
No, don't go, Rose. Carly was just leaving.
What did you just call her?
Rose?
On the next As the World Turns.
I hope for your sake you do, because if the kid snotted on Total Wine.
Oh, please, don't stop on my account.
She's not doing anything. Has got you wrapped around her little finger, and you're just going along with
You know, the only thing she's done to me lately is save my life. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
What do you say, Rose? If he remembers your name, maybe he'll remember something else too.